There comes a moment in every man's life when he looks at the woman beside him and quietly wonders, is she lifting me higher or slowly dragging me down? It's a question that many fear to ask, but one that separates the wise from the blind, the strong from the weak. In today's world of noise, appearances, and shallow connections, it's easier than ever to mistake temporary charm for true value. Many men wake up years later, trapped, resentful, and drained, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But you won't be one of them. Because today you will learn to see the 5 clear signs of a low-value woman. And more importantly, how a high-value man, guided by Stoic wisdom, responds with power, calm, and clarity. If you care about your future, if you care about your peace of mind, and if you're ready to raise your standards as a man, stay with me till the end. Your path to becoming unshakable begins now. Number 1, emotional instability and drama addiction. A low-value woman thrives on chaos. She's constantly stirred by her emotions, quick to anger, tears, or wild mood swings. Her life is a series of mini dramas. And guess who's cast as the supporting actor? You. She may pick fights over nothing. She'll test your boundaries. One day you're her hero, the next her enemy. This emotional volatility is not passion, it's dysfunction. A high-value man never mirrors this chaos. He doesn't get pulled into emotional whirlpools. Instead, like a Stoic, he remains grounded and calm. He observes, evaluates, and chooses his responses, always in control. When a woman shows patterns of emotional instability, the high-value man doesn't argue, yell, or fix her. He simply recognizes, this is not peace, this is not growth. And with quiet strength, he distances himself, protecting his energy, his purpose, and his sanity. Because a life ruled by drama is a life wasted. Number 2, entitlement without contribution. A low-value woman often believes she deserves everything without giving anything in return. She expects your time, your attention, your money, yet brings no value, no warmth, no partnership. She views relationships as transactions where she collects and you pay. Complaints flow freely, but gratitude is scarce. A high-value man sees through this instantly. He knows that true connection is built on mutual respect, effort, and appreciation. He does not tolerate entitlement. He does not reward ingratitude. Rooted in Stoicism, he asks himself, is this woman adding to my life or taking from it? Does her presence fuel my mission or drain it? When the answer is clear, he acts without hesitation. No anger, no guilt. He either sets clear boundaries or removes himself entirely. Because a man of value knows, you attract what you tolerate, and he will not tolerate selfishness disguised as love. Number 3, lack of self-respect and poor boundaries. A woman who lacks self-respect shows it in her words, actions, and the company she keeps. She may dress provocatively for attention, gossip about others, indulge in toxic habits, or chase validation from strangers. She has weak or non-existent boundaries and allows anyone into her life, no matter the cost to her dignity. A high-value man respects a woman who respects herself, and when faced with someone who doesn't, he does not judge or attempt to change her. He understands that self-respect cannot be gifted, it must be cultivated. Stoic wisdom teaches, you cannot control others, only yourself. The high-value man holds to this. He observes her choices, remains detached, and draws his own line. If her values don't align with his, he lets her go, not with bitterness, but with clarity and peace. For he knows, a man must protect his standards as fiercely as he protects his heart. Number 4, victim mentality and blame shifting. A low-value woman sees life through the lens of victimhood. Everything bad is someone else's fault. Her exes were toxic. Her boss is unfair. The world is against her. She takes no ownership of her life or choices, and when things go wrong, Guess who she'll blame next? You. A high-value man never indulges this mindset. He lives by the Stoic principle that we are each responsible for our reactions, our growth, and our fate. When faced with blame shifting and excuses, he does not argue. He does not attempt to save her. He simply recognizes the pattern and refuses to be a part of it. For he knows a relationship built on victimhood will poison both partners. A man who allows himself to be blamed eventually doubts himself, and that is a loss no Stoic man will suffer. He steps away with dignity, leaving room only for those who embrace accountability and growth. Number 5. Disrespect toward masculinity and leadership. A low-value woman may mock, belittle, or undermine a man's natural masculine energy. She may reject leadership, resent decisiveness, or constantly challenge a man's purpose. Rather than admiring strength and vision, she seeks to diminish it. A high-value man is unwavering. He knows his worth and leads with purpose, guided by inner principles, not outer approval. When faced with disrespect, he does not react emotionally. He does not seek validation. Instead, he remains rooted in his masculine core and calmly asserts his standards. He understands that masculinity is not toxic. It is sacred when aligned with virtue, and any partner who cannot honor that truth does not belong beside him. By embodying Stoic strength, firm, composed, and self-respecting, he either commands respect or walks away, leaving behind only space for those who value what he brings. Conclusion. So remember this: a low-value woman will test your patience, your purpose, and your peace. But how you react, that is what defines you. A high-value man, guided by Stoicism, stays calm when others rage. He holds his ground when others tremble. He chooses clarity over confusion, peace over chaos, and purpose over distraction. If you see these signs, do not compromise, do not chase, do not fall into the trap of potential. Stand tall, walk forward, and remember, you are the gatekeeper of your life. If this message resonates with you, subscribe now, share this with a brother who needs to hear it, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Because together, we rise. One decision, one standard, one Stoic step at a time. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and never settle.